So good morning, I am Prabhu Benimarad, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, BEd ECT, Vijaypur. So in this video, I am going to discuss about array of structure and array within structure. So let us first discuss about array of structure. Let's consider the following example. So the program is written for handling two employees details, right? So this is what here a structure definition of name employee. So here we are collecting the information about employee, that is ID number, name of the employee and salary of the employee. So we have declared two structure variables, that is E and E1. So the E structure variable will collect the information of first employee. E1 structure variable will collect the information of second employee. We have written two scanf statements to read the two employee details, and we have written two printf statement to display the information of two employees, right? So overall this program will read the two employee data and it is stored in respective structure members, and the information is going to display on the screen. Suppose if this program is asked for reading and storing and displaying 100 employee details, then in this situation what will happen? So to achieve the objective, we have to declare 100 distinct structure variables, and we have to write 100 times the scanf statement to read 100 employee details. Similarly, we have to write printf statement, 100 printf statements to display the information of 100 employee. So having creating the 100 structure variables will be difficult for handling the respective structure variable and its corresponding members. And here what happening, the same statement we are repeating 100 times for reading 100 employee details and for displaying 100 employees information. So this becomes what here, this increases the length of the code as well as it is what here tedious. So the solution is we can use the concept of structures. So the concept of array of structure, right? So array of structure means instead of declaring 100 distinct structure variables, we can have only one structure variable, and that structure variable is of type array. So this particular concept will allow us to reduce the code and will also make easy for managing the things here. So let us see how array of structure is used in programming. So the programmer can define array of the structure variables to store and process large volume of the data, that is a group of the related data elements of this similar type. So if you want to encapsulate the concept of array of structure in the programming, you have to declare the structure variable by using what here array concept. So here this is what here the struct keyword and the name of the structure. This is structure variable, and the structure variable is declared in the form of what here array. So the size indicates the maximum number of structure variable, right? So let us consider some example. See, the same program is written modified by using the concept of array of structure. So this part is nothing but the declaration, structure declaration. So we have declared all the structure members here, and we have created a structure variable which is of type what here the array. So here 2 indicates the two employees details we want to collect and we want to store it into memory, and we would display it on the screen. So here what we are doing statically, nothing but during compile time we are initializing the structure variable by passing the values. So these three set of values are initialization for the first employee details. These three values are initialization for the second employee, right? So one thing you can observe, instead of declaring two different structure variables, so we have declared only one structure variable. The name is what here, E, and this is declared in the form of what here, array. So this indicates what here, this is a concept of array of structures, right? So let us execute a program in terminal. Yes, see, this particular code is for defining a structure. We have defined three variables, different variables inside a structure. The name of the structure is employee. So here we have created a structure variable of type what here, array. So immediately after creating a structure variable, we are passing the values for the initialization, right? So this particular statement will initialize the structure variable at the compile time. So after that, what we are doing, we are writing a printf statement to display the information on the screen. See, while displaying the information on the screen, we have written in this way, that is E of 0 indicates first employee ID number. E of 0 dot name is a second employee, first employee name. E of 0 dot salary is what here, first employee salary, and E of 1 dot ID number is second employee ID, and E of 1 dot name is second employee name. E of 1 dot salary is second employee salary, right? So how we are accessing the information of respective structure variable? By specifying the index value, right? So this is index value. So E of 0 indicates first employee, E of 1 indicates second employee, right? So we are using a dot operator to access the respective member of the structure variable. So let us execute this program. So the program name is arrays2.c. Yes, ./a.out. Yes, here what happened? See, it is not asking any information for the user. So immediately what happened? Whatever the information which was statically allocated, which was allocated at the compile, which was initialized at the compile time, that information has been displayed on the screen, right? So let's see how array of the structure is initialized at the runtime. Okay, so the same program, this is what here, structure definition. So this is what here, structure variable of type array. So the 2 indicates 2 employees details we are storing. So here what we do, we use a for loop to represent a subscript. Okay, so what happens here? So initially I value will be 0. So 0 is less than 2. Yes, the condition is true. The control will enter inside a loop, and first it will ask the user to enter the details of the employee. So here, we are reading ID number, so %d, and this is for name, and this is for salary, %f. And what we are doing, we have written E of I. So at present, what is the value of I? 0. So E of I becomes what here? E of 0 dot ID number. So this indicates the first employee ID number, right? So whatever the ID number which is entered from the keyboard, that ID value will be stored in this particular structure member. So the structure member which is belonging to first employee, that is E of 0. Similarly, when the name is entered from the keyboard, that is stored in E of 0 dot name, and salary which is entered from the keyboard, which is stored in E of 0 dot salary, right? So after reading all the information of first employee, again it will go back to the for loop. Here I value will be incremented by 1, so I value becomes 1 now. So 1 is less than 2, yes, the condition is true, again it will enter into the loop. So second time what happens, E of 1 dot ID number means the second employee ID number. E of 1 dot name is the second employee name. E of 1 dot salary means the second employee salary. So whatever the information which is entered from the keyboard for the second employee, that information will be stored in respective structure member of a structure variable, right? After that it will go back to the again for loop. So now what happens, I value will be incremented by 1, so I value becomes 2, so 2 is less than 2, so this condition will be failed, then the control will come out of the loop. So as soon as it come out from the loop, so one more for loop will be executed. So this for loop will display the information of 2 employees. So first time the value of I will be what here, 0. So then what it will display, E of I dot ID number means first employee ID number will be displayed on the screen. So E of 0 dot ID number, E of 0 dot name, E of 0 dot salary. So this is what here first employee information will be displayed on the screen. So again it will go back to the for loop, I value will be incremented, so I becomes 1. So second time when the loop is executed, the second employee details will be displayed on the screen. So let us execute a program. Yes, this is a structure definition. So we have created a structure variable of name E, and this is array type. So how many employee details we are dealing here? 2 employees details. So we are reading first employee detail, second employee detail, and this for loop will display the 2 employees details on the screen. See how many times we have written a code here? Only how many times we have written a scanf? Only one time, right? Similarly we have written printf statement only one time, but we are repeating 2 times execution of the scanf and printf statement, right? So let us execute this. Yes, first time when the for loop is executed, it is asking, yes, this will be executed. It is asking for the first employee's detail 22, Kumar, his salary is 25,000. So second employee detail I am entering 23, Anil, say 15,000. See, so after accepting 2 employees details, it is going to display it on the screen, right? Suppose if it is asked to maintain the information of 1000 employees information, then what changes we can make here? So we have to have we have to just to change the maximum size of the array here, that is 1000. So this becomes what here, 1000, and this becomes what here, 1000. Yes. So now this is a program which collects the information of 1000 employees, that is ID number, name and salary, and that information will be displayed on the screen, right? So I don't want to execute because I need to enter 1000 employees information, right? Yes, the next concept is array within the structure. So just now we have seen array of structure. So array of structure means the array variable is of structure. The structure variable is of type what here? Array. That is called as what here? Array of structure. So array within structure means some array information, some array will be present within the structure. So this is what here the definition of the structure. within this definition of the structure, so this is what here, a normal variable, and this is also what here, a normal single variable, right? So when you look at the when you observe the name variable, so the name is of type what here, array of the character. So this concept is called as what here, array within the structure. So the array is within the structure, right? So this program is an example for both array of structure and array within structure, right? Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more videos on C programming concepts.